Hello and welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to another 24/7 news report. The headline news today is that Everton have confirmed the prices of the season tickets for the first season at Bramley Moor, with adult season ticket prices ranging from £640 to £900, with kid, which is under 11, season tickets priced at £199. The breadth of choice for views and experience means Everton's new stadium has 37 price points compared to Goodison Park's 10. We are running a poll on our Twitter, which currently has around 660 votes, asking what are the thoughts on the season ticket prices, where we currently have 61% saying yes, 26% saying well, they don't really know, and 13% saying no. And as someone who's probably not going to get a season ticket, to be honest, I still think the price point's good. And I think if you have a look at Twitter, where you can see all the graph with all the price points explained, I think it's really nice for the amount of choice that fans have been given at the new stadium. I expected a price range, and I see a lot of people's complaints is, well, it depends what league we're in next season. But I think that's something we'll focus on next season. I think currently, going off what we have, I think it's really good to see a breadth of options from the club, and it makes sure they are also making sure to accommodate, the people who may not want to spend, £900 on the season ticket. And going down to £640, it's a decent price for a season ticket nowadays when you're considering the level of stadium that we're going to be in anyway. It's just hopefully that the football that's going to be put on display in the stadium is not going to be absolute dross, because spending £650 to watch us finish 17th every season is not exactly something I can imagine a lot of fans are going to want. But it is nice to see that information released a couple of months before the stadium opens, and it's nice to see the 37 price points, almost quadrupling the current options, which is great to see. Moving on to some actual transfer news is that Nathan Patterson could leave Everton on loan in January, with a move within England more likely than a return to Rangers. This comes from the Mail. Again, we're running another poll on Twitter. This one's finished now, which had 600 votes. Would you loan out Nathan Patterson in January? 43.5% said yes. 13% said maybe, and 43.5% again said no. That's probably the most evenly split yes and no I've ever seen on a poll from this channel. And, it's been around 4 years since I've been doing this. I don't think I've ever seen one where the polls basically split exactly between yes and no. But I kind of get why. To be honest. I think it's a difficult one because, Sean Dyche in his press conference at Fringe Farm today said that on reports Nathan Patterson could go on loan. Dyche says he's on a journey back from a serious injury, and they'll decide what happens with the players at Everton. I think it's one of those where we'd have to see, because at this point I'm honestly sure it's when the new manager comes in, not if. I think Dyche is getting the boot, because I just can't see us win with this style of football, with how stale the attack's got. I just can't see a world where we win any of these games in December, to be completely honest with you. So I do think he's probably going to lose his job, and then it depends what the next manager says, and how much money is possibly made available for us in January to sign a new right back. Ashley Young's been really good, to be honest with you. Ashley Young has vastly improved, and probably over the last month been our best player, arguably. So I think it's one of those where it's difficult to drop him currently, because again, he's one of the only players that's performing and has performed for a majority of the season now, which is really weird to say considering the opinions I had on Ashley Young to begin with. But it's one of those where we'll have to see. I think a loan could suit him, because the consistent first team football would really help instead of him being a bit part player. I think a lot of people say he could offer something off the bench, but at the same time, I think it would be better suited for him to get as much consistent first team football as he can. Because again, this is someone who still has played very limited first team football games when you actually look at it, So it's one of those where he needs the game time, and he needs to actually have the chance to play first team football, and getting occasional cameos on the bench I don't think is enough for him, if I'm going to be honest. So I'm not completely against him going out alone, but I do think it's going to be a situation where we're probably going to have a new manager pretty soon, so we'll have to see what they think. But that is all. It's a short news video today, not much out besides that news. So I hope you did enjoy. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at Everton Newsfeed, and follow me on Twitter at Callum. And I will see you all for the next video and or live stream that I am on.